Now, the election results are rolling in at the IEC's centre in Pretoria. The ANC has the most votes overall so far, but smaller parties and the official opposition are causing upsets in several ANC strongholds. ENCA anchor SHAHAN RAMKISSOON joins me now from the IEC Results Centre in Tshwane. SHAHAN, you've been at it the whole day. Good to see you. I don't want to talk to you about numbers. I want to, can you paint a picture for us? I'm sure a lot of politicians are wading in and out, looking at those results boards. Have you noticed other politicians' demeanors?
It's interesting to see this because normally politicians are running away from the media, but this time around they're actually trying to get our attention. A short while ago, we had Mzwanele Mani from the ATM party come to us and say, "Hey, when are you speaking to us?" We were like, "Are you even on the board? Have you made any headway?" And he laughed and said, "Yeah, we actually have." So it's been interesting to see that. And the majority of the parties have been giving random media briefings on the floor just behind me, and all watching that leader board to see how they're doing. SILINDELO MASIKANE is actually on the floor for us, closer to where those politicians are. And Slee, I guess the question from Tony is the smaller parties. How are they feeling? Are they actually making a mark or not?
Well, we know, of course, that the IEC says that they are hoping to complete at least 90% of the counting by midnight tonight, and the balance over the next 24 hours. I'm going to ask my colleague to just give you a pan of the leaderboard here at the Rock. As you can see, that as the IEC briefed us earlier on this evening, SHAHAN, we are sitting at least 55% of the voting having been completed. However, one of the leaderboards hasn't been updated as yet, but of course the African National Congress still leading, with the DA close behind it, as well as the Economic Freedom Fighters, as well as Inkatha Freedom Party. But at this point, we still have around 193 outstanding municipals that still need to be counted, councils rather, that need to be counted. And I'm going to take a walk to these political parties seated here. As you've stated, that they are watching the numbers quite closely. They are here with their officials. In fact, I see the Treasurer General of the African National Congress. He was actually about to make his way back to where they're seated. How are you doing, sir?
Okay, and you?
I'm good. I'm door-stopping you because we know as the ANC you have really been campaigning and wanting to retain your majority, but it looks like in the metros you might be having to do some coalition talks. Is the ANC prepared to do those?
Indeed, we are prepared, but we didn't want to, rush into that. We wanted to campaign. When we campaign to win. But when the results come and show we didn't win, we open the door to talk to those who will agree with our program. Because remember, coalition is not about whether you love each other or one another. It's about what is a program that we're going to implement to ensure service delivery to the people. And there are parties that we will work with. We have coalitions already in Ekurhuleni, in Joburg. We will build on that experience.
Have you been talking to Action SA, the new kids on the block here in Johannesburg, seemingly making a mark?
We haven't spoken to anybody. Yeah, we will discuss that tomorrow as a top six, and from there we will then take it from there.
All right. Eskom announcing load shedding. How do you think this hampers on the image of the African National Congress moving forward, especially when it comes to service delivery?
My suspicion is that the problems of Eskom are blamed on us. They are put at the door of the ANC. So Eskom must be fixed, because I think if we go forward limping like it is doing, people will punish us. Yeah.
The IEC, the head of elections for the African National Congress, Fikile Mbalula, said to my colleague SHAHAN RAMKISSOON earlier on that it seems that citizens are firing a warning shot to the African National Congress to say that you need to clean up your house.
In fact, I'm happy that they have given us yet another chance. If you look at the statistics now, we are leading in many of the municipalities. We have won many of the wards. So I think there are people are saying, ANC, again, we entrust this upon you. And we are saying, yes, we will do better this time.
Yes, the TG has got.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is the Treasurer General for the African National Congress, Paul Mashatile. I had to doorstop him just to get his thoughts on how the African National Congress is doing and what they believe they can still do for South Africans. As we can see that their support is decreasing, but they're still maintaining majority in most of the councils that have been counted.
Yeah, interestingly to hear how he looks at it compared to Fikile and Balula, but I guess everyone will see it the way they want to, right? Because the ANC is still trying to be optimistic despite the expectation that they're going to get just under 50% of the vote across the country. Tony, we'll leave it there for now. We'll get back to you a little later on and try to speak to other political parties.